Welcome back. We are on the roof of the Life Center building. To my right is the church building. To my left is the annex, the Roselle Road, and the chapel. And God has massively blessed us with a tremendous facility. He has also blessed us with a tremendous facilities management team. Now, this is another group of people that usually do not get recognized unless something is wrong or something is broken. I can remember I was blessed to be on the facilities team for a number of years. Great times, great memories, learned so much just how to do things. But I want to notice them in a good way and say thank you to them. Our building nearly reaches 290,000 square feet. So it is a massive job to keep everything running in proper order and condition. And so I want to say thank you to our director of facilities, Drew Wisnett, one of the many hats that he wears. Also the rest of the team, Mike Martinez, Bob Wood, and Adam Brock. Guys, thank you so much. You are so greatly appreciated. I want to say you guys are doing a tremendous job, and we are very thankful for you and all of your work. The mission remains the same from the moment you were saved, and it continues even while you're at home, especially while you're right at home. It is massively important to us that we see who God is from His Word so that we can effectively do the second part of the mission to help others right around us follow Jesus, whose Father is God. And so, without further ado, let's get to it. In verse 1 through verse 8. And the question is always, who is God? Who does the Word of God reveal Him to be? Right here in verse 1, we see that God is what we have seen for the last couple of days. He is Elohim. He is the one and only true God. And if you remember, He is the God who reveals Himself to be the one and only true God, the great creator and sustainer, all the way back at the beginning of the Bible, Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God. In the beginning, Elohim, the one and only true God, the great creator and sustainer. This is who God is. Question number 2, how do we trust Elohim, the one and only true God? And again, like we have seen so often here, we see a pattern of prayer. David trusts God, and we see that through his prayer. Right here in verse 1, he asks, "Give ear to my prayer, O God. Hide not yourself from my plea. Attend to me, answer me." And so we see David trusting God in his very difficult situation through prayer. But I want to expound upon that today a little bit. How do you trust God through prayer? And one way we see here, we trust God through prayer by being open and being honest and being raw with what we are thinking and how we are feeling. And it's okay to do. David gives us kind of the okay and the pattern of how to pray open and honest to God. Look right here at verse 4 through 8, we see David's honesty and openness with God. And we see David here in verse 4, my heart is in anguish within me. The terrors of death, they have fallen upon me. Fear and trembling, they have come upon me, and horror overwhelms me. And David is saying, God, I just feel completely overwhelmed and in anguish and this weight upon me. And then he says, God, I would rather be anywhere than in this situation. In verse 6, he says, oh, that I had wings, that I would fly away. I want to get out of here. I want to be at rest. I would wander away, far away. I would lodge in the wilderness. I would hurry to find a shelter from this raging wind and tempest. And so, how do we apply how to trust God through prayer? Is by being very open and honest and raw with God. He already knows how you feel, what you're thinking, even before you say it. And so my challenge to you is to pray in trusting God, but also to be open and honest with God. He already knows what you're going to say. And don't just pray, God, oh, help me, I feel I'm scared, or God help me in the situation, and that's it. No, open your heart and pour out your soul to God, because He is Elohim.
He is the one true God. He is the great creator and sustainer of all things. And God desires for you to have confidence to come before him in prayer by being open and honest and very raw. Hebrews chapter 4 verse 16 says that we have this great high priest, Jesus Christ, and so we can have confidence to come before God so we can find help and mercy in our time of need. So trust God by praying, but trust him more specifically by being open and honest and raw before God as you pray. And David here gives us a great pattern of how to do that.
If you get a chance today, reach out and thank our facilities management team. But don't stop there. Go ahead and thank those right around you, your siblings, your parents, your grandparents, people online. Being thankful is a huge part of the mission. Lord willing, we'll see you guys tomorrow.